Losing a pet, especially when you're like me and you're single, and it's the only person that you, or the only being that you talk to. I mean, I sang to him, I talked to him, and even though he didn't say a word, he filled up my whole house. After he went to the Rainbow Bridge, I was a mess. Just I just couldn't function. So I got online and I started looking for someone that might be able to help me. And I saw Sandra's Animal Communication Gallery. Happened to be the Saturday after he went to the Rainbow Bridge on Wednesday. So it was like 3 days later. So Sandra talked to me for about 5 minutes. And just in that short time, we connected. We connected well. And I just thought, okay, I think I want to spend some more time with this lady and see what she can tell me.
Susan, I'm so glad you come today. And I understand that you said goodbye to a beloved dog. And what was your dog's name?
I did. My dog's name was Murphy.
Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of dog is he?
He was a Maltipoo.
He's a Maltipoo.
A Maltese Poodle mix, and he was 13 and a half years old.
Oh. Even when he was older, he still could make you laugh.
Yes.
Say something about that, of what his humor was like.
Oh my goodness. He was just so funny, and I've got some really funny pictures of him. Any package that came into the house, he was the customs inspector.
Was he?
And if I had a Sonic cup with a red straw in it, and if I put it on a table where he could get to it, he would grab that red straw out of the cup, and he looked like he was, chomping on a cigar.
Do you have a picture of Murphy?
I do. I just happen to have one right here. And this one, I think, shows his personality.
Oh, he is so cute. Oh my goodness, Susan. He looks like a stuffed animal, like a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
He's just, but I can see the mischief there. Yeah.
He was my good boy.
He just tells me that that there is no sadness where they are, but he's telling me that he wouldn't want you to be sad without him. So he tries to come to you in your dreams, and he tries to let you feel his presence, almost like a whisper in your ear. Did he sleep with you at night?
He did.
And did he sleep near your head?
He did.
Yeah.
That was genuine. I mean, he slept right here. And I have a little pillow that I keep right here.
If you think that you're making it up, like, oh, I'm just imagining it, it's okay. Imagination primes the pump of our intuition.
Okay.
And when you allow yourself just to imagine that he's there with you, you will presence him, because he's not far from you. He's never far from you. He wants you to know that don't be in a hurry to come here, Mom. But when you come, it's going to be party central, because I'll be so happy to be with you. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. I can't wait to see him again.
Yeah.
I just miss him so much. And it's interesting that you say that about him being near me when I'm sleeping, because there have been some nights when I've been lying there and I just feel this warmth. It's like a warmth and a light in my heart, and I know it's him.
It's him. It is him.
I know it's him.
Yeah. It would be so wonderful if we could just stop grieving. But grieving isn't a one step and then the next step and the next step. It isn't one and done. It's really more like a spiral. And you're spiraling through that. And often I say to my friends and clients, the only way to the other side of grief is through it.
Yeah.
But when we know that our animal companions, their soul is still with us, Does that bring you more comfort,
It
Susan?
absolutely does.
Mm-hmm.
It sure does.
And he is here full force. What a
Oh,
personality.
my boy.
Yeah.
One of the things that came as kind of a surprise was his kind of the decline. It seemed like it just happened in the last couple of years.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know is it something that I didn't do? Is it something that that the veterinarian didn't catch? Was it, did I let him go too early? Those are all things that are kind of swirling around in my mind.
Okay, well, let's take one question at a time.
Okay.
And let's just check in with him. And now that he's a soul, he has a memory of the lifetime.
Okay.
So, Murphy, my love, can you tell me, sweetheart, what happened in the last 2 years that you were in physical form? You seem to shift. What he's telling me is that he was very present in his life with you. And then when the confusion started coming, and the body, by the way, for him was working beautifully for him. He was a pretty healthy boy his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Okay. Because he said that he had good health and he was so grateful for that. And I don't know if this is the medical dementia, definition of dementia, or if it's more spiritual. But when the mind started getting cloudy and the eyes started getting cloudy, and what you were seeing was a little bit of the speeding up of the aging process, the body was beginning to fail. His vision and his, he wasn't fully in his body at those times.
Okay.
He was, did he look like he was spacey almost at times?
Yes.
In those last 2 years?
Yes.
This, to me, and from my experience of working with other animals and even with people, is that their mind is moving toward that spiritual world. And I'm going to ask Murphy, was there anything, oh, now I know we're friends. He says, Auntie Sam, that was the process that my mom saw within me. It was nothing she could have done to prevent the process. But he said this was to be with my life.
Okay. So I had asked him to please let me know when it's time.
Yes.
And I believe that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Can we confirm with him that it was the right time?
Let me ask.
Or was he telling me?
Murphy, sweetheart. I love how he talks to me. Murphy, my love, your mom wants to know if she got it right when it was your time. He wants to preface that by saying, my mom and I have always been tuned into each other. We just think each other's thoughts. We just kind of know, like you're in step with one another. And he communicated to you. I don't know the words he said. I can only know what he tells me. He's telling me that I made it clear to Mom, I need to go.
He did.
And he
very
said,
much.
And I need your help.
Yep. Getting the confirmation that he was telling me that it was time makes me feel so much better, makes my heart feel lighter.
And he wants you to know everyone that you have loved and who has loved you is together. And we're all, they're your cheerleaders up there now, Susan. So you may live alone right now and you may feel alone, but believe you me, sweetheart, you are not alone. You've got a team of people that love you and animals that love you.
My session with Sandra taught me that with Murphy, I did a lot of things right. I was blaming myself a lot for things that I did wrong. And instead, I think I need to remember all of the things that I did right. It's all love. It's all love. They don't want us to be unhappy. He doesn't want me to be unhappy. And the fact that he's still with me just makes me so happy. Boy, it sure is good to get confirmation that his little soul is still there.